Welcome to Posman team, welcome to Hoppy Beer Friday. It is part one, focusing on this bloke and this place. It is the Thunder Road Brewery in Brunswick, one of the greatest beer places in Victoria. There is a lot to come over a few weeks, so strap yourself in. Welcome to Thunder Road and welcome to Hoppy Beer Friday. Okay, we're inside the heart of the Thunder Road and we're sitting here with Colin, who's the brewmaster. Welcome to Posman TV. Thank you for having us. Colin's just going to run through a bit of philosophy of the Thunder Road beers, and then we're going to get into some tasting.
You know, Thunder Road Brewery, really the emphasis for us is on creating beers with finesse. So, you know, the beer market is incredibly diverse. We've got everything from, you know, a lot of the mainstream mass-produced beers that we've heard from a lot of people. Really, they know that there's better beer out there, and that's what we're trying to deliver. There's also a lot more extreme beers out there. I suppose for us, our emphasis is really on creating beers with, you know, finesse is a key word for us, drinkability, balance, and beers that people can really access and go, wow, okay, I can understand this without some of the maybe more extreme characters of, you know, 150 IBUs or something like that. We've got, you know, some of our beers to try. Happy to take you through, first of all, our core four beers. So first of all, the Full Steam Pale Lager. This is very much a Helles style lager, so a style that was born in Germany. So it's an all malt lager, very similar in a way to some very light pilsners. And the hop character is delicate, mildly herbaceous, floral, German hop character. Great on a hot northern summer's day.
It is nice, yeah. Smooth.
So it's nice. There's some crisp bitterness there that's coming through from the German hops. And then we've got enough malt just to back that up. But as you can see, it's really about balance. Yeah,
there's tiny floral in there too.
Yeah, a little bit of floral, and that's very much from the noble German hops.
Yeah, that is very good.
For people who probably want something that's a little bit more malt body, and with that comes a little bit more bitterness, about 50% more bitter than the Full Steam. Okay. Our next and probably our biggest seller is the Brunswick Bitter. Yeah, so certainly very popular beer around here. So, you know, obviously against the Full Steam it's a little bit darker. This beer is an ale versus the Full Steam Lager. And it's got a little bit more, as I said, bitterness, a little bit more malt, it's just a little bit more full body.
When I had this one, the first time I had this at the Brunswick Brewery, and you get the little bit more of the caramel style through these kind of things a little bit. Yeah, there's a nice flavour, there's a nice balance. There's also good session beer with the loading. It's got that leanability on the bar and it's got a bit more quality on it.
That's right. And I mean, if you know, one of the big differences, I suppose, between beer and wine is that wine doesn't have any bitterness. And I mean, right now it's maybe 30 seconds since we had a sip, but you think about the finish lingering in your palate, it's right at the back of the tongue. You still get that bitterness. So next, again, moving up, a little bit darker in colour again. We've got a beer that was sort of fairly new in the scene a few months ago, and we're pretty proud of this one. We've spent a long time developing it, working on it, and really we had a beer that was excellent 6 months ago. We got a beer that surpasses that now, we think, in balance, and this is the Collingwood Draft.
This is my favourite. I've had more, over at Buzz, I've had quite a few of these. I must say that it is, and the ones I had, it's my favourite beer.
Very good. So for people who have done a bit of travelling, probably the style this is closest to would be something like a Vienna lager. So it's very cool fermented. So we've kept the characters very clean, and it's really the character that's coming through is from the malt and a little bit of Antipodean hops. So you really get that little bit of caramelly, sort of toasty, almost biscuity malt. Certainly after the last two, which are a little bit lighter, again on the malt character. Yeah. Bitterness, you're a little bit less than the Brunswick Bitter, a little bit more though than the Full Steam. So it's a good full flavour, but again, we pride ourselves on really the finesse and the balance of the beer.
Probably a bit sweeter too.
Yep, that's fair call. It's a little bit sweeter. A lot of that sweetness is being driven from the malt.
Well, that's part one of the video. There's so much to explore here at Thunder Road. We're going to break this up into a few segments. Come back shortly and see part number 2, Posman TV at Thunder Road.